What's up guys, welcome to the channel. Today we are going to be talking about the iKamper Disco. But before we do that, let's change the scenery. So this is what comes with a disco. This is their table in the bag, the tripod, the stove itself, and then the skillet. So first we're gonna grab the tripod to set up, fold it out. They have these little wings that will extend the legs, and they're adjustable, so that way if you guys are not level, then you can adjust them accordingly. Next, in your stove bag, you will find the legs. The legs will lock into the holes on the tripod. Next up, we're going to grab the stove. This stove is pretty cool because obviously you can set it on the disco itself just like this, or you guys can use it on its own. So on the bottom they have little legs that you can fold out, and if you guys have a little table or anywhere flat, you guys can set it down just like that and then use the stove on its own. So we're going to use the stove on the tripod, so we'll set that up here. We'll fold out the legs that are on top of the actual stove. Then we are ready for the skillet. The skillet, you just want to set it right on top, and it'll kind of nest itself in the middle there. In the stove bag, you guys will find the handles and the little hook for the propane tank. With the handles, you guys can hook it on to the holes that are on the skillet. That way, when this is hot and you guys need to move it, you guys can just pick it up like this. Now we are ready to install our propane to the actual gas line. What we're going to need though is the propane holder. It installs to any of the legs. They all have the exact same holes. And then we will need the propane adapter, which we will screw onto the actual propane bottle. And then the adapter will attach to the actual gas line. And then this will sit right here, and then you can adjust your fuel. So now we are ready to ignite it. We'll just turn it on, use this right here, and that will start the fire. And then you control how much or how hot you want the skillet to be with this little knob. Another really cool thing with the disco is that it comes with a chain, so that way you can cook the skillet over a fire. So I have the chain here. I'm going to feed it through our pulley system that is on the bottom of the tripod. I have extended the tripod all the way out, and then I installed the chain system on our skillet here. And then we're gonna hook it right down here. And then with our pulley system, we can adjust the height to control how hot the skillet actually gets. And then we can lower it as well with the pulley system and raise it to as high as we need to. A couple of really cool things that also come with the disco is a little table and a little wooden tool to push the food. So the table latches on to the legs like that, and then it has two little cup holders, so that way you can put your drinks on here. You can use this as a cutting table. You can also hook some of your tools here on this metal bar here. Now that we are all done cooking, this is probably the coolest part with the disco compared to a skottle. So with the disco, the skillet actually has an enamel coating over it, so you can use soap, you can scratch on it a little bit and basically clean it off however you like. And at the end, you don't have to put any kind of coating or seasoning on top of it to protect it, since it already has an enamel coating. So what we have on the skillet is some water. What we're gonna do is we're gonna clean some of the burnt food or anything that was left over on the skillet. So we're gonna turn it up a little bit more, let it boil, and then using the tool that comes with the disco, and scrape it off. Usually it's gonna be in the center because that's where it's gonna get the hottest. And then once you've scraped it off, you either just push it off, or you use a paper towel if you like. And then if you need to, use some soap. You can let it cool down first, use some soap. You can even scrub it a little bit and then wipe it down with a paper towel. All right, guys, we have the skillet all cleaned up. This definitely provides a unique cooking experience when you guys are outdoors in the middle of nowhere. We will have everything that iKamper sells at readyfortacos.com, including the rooftop tents. If you guys wanted to pick up the disco, we will have it down in the description as well. And we'll see you guys next time.